Good morning! It is Sunday, May 8th, and it's a very exciting day. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Meredith Phillips, and this is part one of what is going to be a two-part vlog of my week of awesome stuff and fun times. That's why I can't think of book titles. Okay, so here's what's going on. My husband is out of town for the week, and I took the week off work. So not only do I not have to worry about day job stuff, I also have the whole house to myself, and I have so many plans. That sun just got real bright. Yesterday I was doing a lot of work. I filmed 2 videos, I did some laundry, I edited an entire video and got it uploaded to YouTube. I did a grocery list. So today what I need to get done is a bunch of sort of prep work for a very exciting house project that I'm really looking forward to. But let me back up a little bit. My theme for the week is balance. That's my word of the year. And what I really want to do this week is have times when I'm working really hard on writing. That's like my number one priority this week. I want to have times where I'm working really hard on house projects. And then I also want to have time where I'm going out of the house and doing some fun activities that I don't normally get to do. And I also want to have time where I'm just here, chilling, playing Animal Crossing, just doing whatever I want. So the first couple days are actually going to be kind of busy because there's something arriving on Tuesday that I need to have things prepped for. So I'll get into all of that in a little bit. But at the moment, it is just after 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm already showered. I'm ready to go. I walked the dogs. We're good. I need to go to not 1 but 2 grocery stores. There's some stuff I know I can't get at Aldi, so I'm going to go to H-E-B or somewhere else to grab a few extra things. The first stop of the day, though, is going to be Lowe's. Okay, so my husband left around 7 this morning, and then I quickly tried to get myself ready to go because I have 3 places I need to stop, and I want to get home as soon as possible because it is supposed to be incredibly hot today, like 95, something ridiculous. So I do not want to be running around at 2 in the afternoon when it's like the peak disgusting weather. It's already really soupy and gross out there. So I'm going to head out. Lowe's is the first stop. It's already like 85 degrees. I just got out of H-E-B. It's always so freaking crowded in there. I hate going to H-E-B. Even at 9:20 in the morning, it's a mess. But anyway, you know it's Mother's Day when half of the people in there are dads with their children. I was like laughing. There were so many dads in there. I guess like taking the kids out of the house so mom doesn't have to go to the store this week. But anyway, I'm heading home. Gonna drop off the stuff I just bought because some of it's like cold refrigeratable stuff, and then I'm gonna go back out to Aldi. Oh my gosh, it is so hot out there. It's not even 11 o'clock and it's already like 90 degrees. Ugh. But I got all my running around done, except for the fact that when I got the key copied, I copied the wrong key. So I'll have to go back and get the correct one copied. I'm dumb. But anyway, I have the shop vac, like you saw, the wet vac, and I went to the grocery store. Everything's put away. Let me show you what the big house project for the week is gonna be. So when you come in our front door, you can go straight forward into the family room like you guys have seen a few times. But if you go to the right, it's just a lot of things. We have what is supposed to be the formal living room and then the formal dining room, but obviously we have used these for the bunnies. And I really loved this layout of the house because it was really close to the main living area. Oh, there's Jade. Hi. And if you go through that way, you get into the kitchen. So they're right here. I don't have to go to some back bedroom to see the bunnies. Like they're right sort of up front. However, this one is now empty because the dining room had been the room where Nibs and Tilly were, and they're both gone. So it's just empty and very, very messy. So here's the plan. What I want to do is move the trio, the 3 bunnies we have left, from the formal living room space into the dining room space. And then what I want to do is I want to make the living room into an actual living room. I have purchased furniture and some extra things. Didn't tell my husband. It's a surprise for when he gets home. I think he'll like it. I don't think he's gonna have a problem with it. Hopefully he likes it, because I don't know how you would return a sofa. But anyway, the furniture, the sofa and the love seat that I purchased are both arriving on Tuesday between 1 and 4. So today, Sunday, and tomorrow, Monday, I have to clean these 2 rooms, get the bunnies moved over, and all that stuff. So I've already, as you can see, this room is pretty empty. There's a few of these fences that I need to put out in the garage, a few other things that can go out there. But this room, really all that I need to do now is just roll up this old carpet that we had down for the bunnies. And that'll just be thrown away because it's pretty gross. And then I did get that shop vac so that I can actually clean the carpets in here. The carpets are pretty gross. So I'm hoping the shop vac will help. And then in this new living room space, I did order an area rug. So if there's stains and stuff, which I'm pretty sure there are, hopefully most of them will be covered up with that. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons that we really want to redo all the flooring in this house. Like, these carpets were already old when we moved in, and the bunnies have, in the last 2.5 years, gotten stuff on them at various points. The shop vac rental is a 48-hour rental. So I checked it out at like 8:30 this morning. So I have to return it by 8:30 on Tuesday morning, which should not be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead, clean out the dining room space right now with everything that's left in here, which isn't too much stuff, roll up this carpet, vacuum, and then do the shop vac. I'm hoping that it will be dry tonight, like dinner time-ish, 7 o'clock maybe, so that I can actually move the trio into here tonight. That would be ideal, because then tomorrow I could shop vac the living room space, and then I could potentially return it Monday afternoon and not have to rush up there Tuesday morning to return it. So anyway, let me go ahead, clean out the rest of this room, and get to shop vac'ing. I'm gonna need a shower again after I finish. We have the AC on, obviously, but it's still just like so hot in here. Anyway, vacuumed, looks good. It's not as stained as I thought it maybe would be, but I'm still gonna do the shop vac in here. I don't really know how to use it, so we're gonna read the directions like responsible people and get to work shop vacuuming. Okay. Here's hoping we put the water in correctly. Oh, I'm a little nervous. I'm reading the directions though. All right, I think I get it. So I do what now? I'm almost done. I gotta get that final little strip on the side. It is working. I went over some spots that had very obvious rabbit pee stains and they're completely gone. So that's good. I'm glad that it's working. If I was doing all this work and it wasn't doing anything, I was gonna be pretty annoyed. But let me get this final strip and then I'll be finished. My back is gonna be so angry at me tonight. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen because I can always already tell it's hurting because I'm probably like stretching too far, but whatever. So this room is done. I'm gonna get some fans in here just to try to circulate the air a little more, and hopefully it'll be dry by like later tonight. The carpet is like damp, but it's not like it's soaking wet or something. So hopefully it'll be dry. There's still a little bit of the clean water in this thing, so I'm gonna hit actually a couple other spots in the house that are just kind of needing it. And then I'm gonna have to like bathe myself again. Ugh. All right, It's a little while later. I have freshened up a bit. I had lunch. And one of the other things, fun things that I'm doing for myself this week is I did purchase a month-long subscription to Netflix. I have not been a Netflix subscriber since about 2007, which is when they used to mail you the DVDs. But the reason I wanted to do just this month, I'm not planning to continue it because I don't really watch a whole lot of TV stuff, but I wanted to try watching Bridgerton. I've read all the books years ago and really enjoyed them, and I was wanting to see, the show was so popular, I wanted to see like how I thought they interpreted the stories and how they did it all and all that kind of stuff. So I watched the first episode while I was eating lunch, and I'm trying to just remind myself they are making this so that it's like fantasy England times. Because I'm like, he would not have worn his cravat like that to a ball. What are you doing? They would not have had dresses with silhouettes like that, huh? So there's a lot of historical inaccuracies, but it's fine. We're just gonna enjoy the story and the characters, and it'll be fine. They could have tied his cravat. I was like, why he no have one? All right, anyway, it is about 2:00 now. I want to get to work on my reverse outline. I also forgot to mention, remember all that work I did last weekend where I was like, I got 20 chapters done. Wow, I'm so great. I love my reverse outline thing. I did 20 chapters. I thought I lost it. My computer wigged out 2 days, yesterday. It froze, completely froze. I tried everything to try restarting it. I even held down the power button at the back of the computer to try restarting it. Didn't do anything. I finally had to literally pull the plug out of the wall. When it came back up, I could not find the Scrivener document with that reverse outline thing in it. And I was like, oh, I was so annoyed. I was like, I worked so hard. And I finally found it. It was in something that was labeled draft 2, and I'm pretty sure I had relabeled it at some point to draft 3. Maybe I didn't. But the other weird thing was when you looked at the document, last modified date, it was March 31st. So I don't know, but I did find it. Thank goodness. I was dreading having to redo that entire bit of work. But anyway, I have it. We're cool. I have 16 chapters left to go through, and I'm hoping to get that done. I can definitely get that done before dinner. Come on. Dinner at 6 o'clock, I can get that done. So let's go ahead and sit down and do some writing. All right, it is 3:45 and I'm finished. I finished. It's almost a 4,000 word document. So I typed quite a bit, but it came together. I mean, I'm just summarizing basically what happens in each chapter. So it's not super brain intensive or something. So anyway, I finished. I feel good about that. Tomorrow I'll do something else. Start analyzing it, I guess. For now, I'm gonna go check and see if the carpet is dry. I checked a couple hours ago and it wasn't dry quite yet, but it was definitely on the way there. So hopefully it'll be dry here now or in the next couple hours. I have a few other little chores around the house I need to get done. Then I'm just sort of gonna relax. No, I'm not. I gotta yeah, right. I have to wait until the carpet's dry in there, and then I'm gonna move the bunnies into that room and set them up in there. Then I have to clean out the actual living room space, but we'll get to all that in a little bit. For now, I'm gonna go check on a few things, do a few little chores, nothing super exciting, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, it is actually dry. I need to take the vacuum and vacuum up some of the gunk that it was spitting out, but other than that, it's ready to go. Da-da! It's gonna look good. I am so excited. Usually we use indoor-outdoor rugs that you would usually put on a patio or something. In the size that we get them, they're usually kind of depends on which one you're getting, but they're usually between $100 and $140. I got this one for $64. I don't know why. If you got it in like other colors, it was still like that really expensive price, but this color pattern was on sale or it was on discount or I don't know, but it was only $64. So I was like, yes. I just laid it out real quick just to see how it would fit, but before I actually put it in place, I have to put little puppy pads all over underneath it because the bunnies are old. They do use the litter box sometimes, but not all the time. So to protect the carpet a little bit, we do put puppy pads underneath the entire thing. So this always takes forever. Wish me luck. And yes, I put on cozy pajama pants because I don't have to go to work for a week and I'm just doing fun stuff. This isn't like fun, but I'm excited to do it. Okay, let's go. Now how do I get out? Ugh. All right, so now that this is done, I have to move the fencing over here and then move all of the bunny stuff. Their water dish and like litter boxes, like all the things. So yeah, here we go. Okay, it's looking good. It is going to be, on purpose, a little bit smaller than their current setup just because, again, they're old. They really don't use the scads of space they have, and smaller will just be easier for us to have to clean up and all that kind of thing. So this will be still plenty of space for all three of them. Next, I'm gonna put some bricks down. We put bricks on the bottom, like on the edge of each wall. When they were younger, they used to push the walls. They would push them or pull them and like completely wreck the whole, like, you know, rectangle shape of the pen. Nowadays, they don't pull on them anymore. They're too old, but it does help keep the walls like in place as we're cleaning and stuff. So I'm gonna put some bricks down. Okay, I think it's time to get the bunnies. They're gonna love it. We got Crispin first. He hates being held like this. See? So let me put him in his little spot. Here, Lucy girl. Look at that, Lucy. She also hates being held like this. Oh, poor Lou. So let's put you in your house. I know, hold on. Here you go. Right in the litter box. And last here, Junie. She always likes to be held like this so she can like hide her face in my arm. If you try to hold her the other way, she will not have it. So anyway, here's the bunnies. Wow. Do you need a treat for your troubles? You want a treat? Yes. Kristen. Yeah, right here. Lucy, do you want a treat? Here she comes. Come on. Lucy, a little closer. There you go. Good girl. Okay, so they're settled. I think it went well. I still have to deal with this pit. I think I might try to do that tomorrow. I might move a few things over here tonight, like their hay box and like stuff I'm actually going to use. But all the cleanup stuff I think I'm going to save for tomorrow. Yes. I'm going to turn out the light in here and just sort of leave them alone for a while because they're like running around freaking out. It's different, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. What am I going to do now? I might play Animal Crossing because I'm getting all sweaty again after all this hubbub. So yeah, let me just chill for a second and see what I feel like doing next because I can do whatever I want because it's my week. It's my week off and my week to myself. This is great. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm all sweaty again because we just got back from our walk. I didn't end up doing a whole lot of relaxing this afternoon. I did a little bit of just sort of poking around on the internet, but I did clean out a little bit more of the stuff in the old bunny room. I had to remake our bed because I stripped the sheets and washed them this morning. emptied the dishwasher. I did watch a second episode of Bridgerton during dinner. The Duke of Hastings' dad is an absolute douchebag. Really hated him. I think you were supposed to hate him. I really like the mom, the Bridgerton mom. She's really good. I like her a lot. But anyway, it's almost time to start the evening routine, getting the dogs settled, bunny medicine, changing out Crispin's little area, and then I'm going to get in bed and probably play some Animal Crossing because I did a little bit this morning. I woke up at 4 this morning, by the by. I don't think I mentioned that. So I did have a little time this morning to play Animal Crossing, but I haven't touched it since like 6 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for today. Tomorrow is another busy day, but exciting. I'm really excited. I can't wait for the furniture to get here so that it actually feels real. I'm going to be a sweaty mess again tomorrow morning, wet vacuuming the second room after I've cleaned it. But yeah, we'll get to all that tomorrow. This was the longest outro ever for a vlog day. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh man. It has been a morning. It is currently just after 11. A little later than I was thinking, but I did a lot of work today. So I got up, took care of all the animals, went on a walk with the dogs, and then I knew that all of the cleanup in that living room space was going to make me all hot and sweaty. So I was like, I'm just going to do it all, and then I'll take a shower and like get cleaned up for the day. So I spent maybe an hour and a half in there. I had to clean up all the stuff that was still in there and get that out of the way. Rolled up the old carpet, took down the fencing and everything. I vacuumed, and then I used the wet vac to wet vac the entire space. It actually took 2 containers full of the wet vac solution. I ran out like almost toward the end, which was kind of annoying, but I finished. I did the entire room. There's fans in there now drying it all. So I was definitely gross by the end of it. So I showered, got myself put together, and now I need to start writing. Hilariously, I had like a little schedule I had made for myself for these next couple days this week. I really want to prioritize the writing work. And I had made a schedule where it was like getting up at 6 in the morning, taking care of the animals, having some coffee and breakfast and showering and all that kind of stuff. And then I wanted to be in my chair at my desk by 9 a.m. so I would work on my writing. And my plan, what I really want to do is have 3 hours a day where I'm just working on my writing. That will be 15 hours in 1 week, which is way more than I usually am able to do. And of course, day 1, I'm already like not doing the schedule, but I really wanted to do all that before I had to take a shower, and I also really want to be able to return the machine later this afternoon. So it's fine. I'm still going to do my writing. It's a little after 11. And what do I need to, I just need to kind of sit down and get to work, I guess. I want to get the reverse outline and the original outline sort of right next to each other and just look over it. And I don't know, I guess maybe like make notes to myself about things I need to move around, things I need to change. I don't know if I should do that first or if I should go in and figure out like the timeline of events. Because I said last week, one of the things I know I need to address at some point here pretty shortly is the calendar issue. When is this taking place? Because there's multiple times in this draft where there's a little bit of a time skip, like a week forward, 2 weeks forward kind of deal. And I need to make sure that everything is going to line up calendar-wise. So yeah, I don't know. A lot to do, and I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I guess let's just go ahead and get started. The other thing I'm a little annoyed about, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I ordered an area rug to go in the living room, and then of course the furniture is going to go on top of / around it. I was supposed to get the area rug last Thursday. Then the due date was revised to yesterday, Sunday. Currently, it's still in a warehouse outside of Dallas. So I'm really, it's not going to get here today. It doesn't say anything in terms of when FedEx is going to deliver it. I don't know what's going to happen. I wanted to have that down in the room when the furniture arrived so that they can then put the furniture in place on top of the area rug. But now I'm like, I don't know. They're just going to have to put the furniture in the room. Then I'm going to have to move it when the rug actually arrives so I can get it underneath. So anyway, I'm a little frustrated about that, but it's fine, I guess. Anyway, let me go ahead and start working on my writing. So I'm going through the chapter on characters in writing. What is this? Writing for Emotional Impact. I did a review on this book. I'll link that below if you're interested. It's great. Spoiler alert. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. Especially if you've been writing for a while and you kind of need like a next level craft book. This is an excellent, excellent choice. But anyway, there's a whole section on character, and it's reminding me of some great things that I need to make sure I'm including really early on so that the reader is engaged, not just with the story, but with the characters. So 2 of the things I need to make sure I'm establishing in that chapter 1, the first thing is not only what the character wants, but why they want it. And I need to make sure that there are stakes involved. If the character doesn't get what they want, what is the consequence? And I don't think at the moment, the stakes are just not like that great. So I need to think about that really carefully. All of that kind of stuff is established in like the first chapter, and if I goof that up really early on, then everything else is going to be thrown out of whack. So I'm going to do a little brainstorming and kind of think through what would happen if she doesn't get what she wants, and hopefully not have like a complete story crisis. Well, hopefully not. This is a little dark and quiet. I was interrupted. I heard a weird noise in the living room, which is where Nahan was. It ran out there and he was vomiting on the floor. I don't think it's serious. There was grass in it, so he was probably eating grass and it messed with his stomach. Anyway, he seems okay now. He's just resting. I turned out the lights, trying to keep things cool and quiet for him, just to, let him relax. Anyway, can you hear her out there? I had to put her in her bed, Jade, because there were wet spots on the carpet. Thankfully, I had a wet vac, so I went over the area with the wet vac. The water wasn't hot anymore, obviously, but it did still pick up, I think, the stain, the mess that was there. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to writing for a little while. It's going okay. I'm trying to make sure the stakes are clear. I didn't forget about that, but it's definitely not clear stakes in this first chapter, so I'm trying to figure out how to better incorporate that. Too many things have to go into a book. But anyway, back to it. Okay, it's been an hour and a half that I've been working, and I think I finally came to a good solution and reasoning for the high stakes. Yeah, I've got a lot of notes for chapter 1. I don't know how you're supposed to fit all this into one chapter. I mean, I guess you don't have to fit everything, but you gotta fit a lot of it. We'll see. This little puppy, he's doing okay. He's just been sleeping. And then as soon I turned on the light thinking, okay, maybe he's settled down. And then as soon as I turned on the lights, he was like, I'm up. It's almost 2. I started working on this close to noon, I think. But then I had to take a break when he threw up in the living room, and then I took another break here just to eat lunch real quick. So I haven't worked for 2 hours. I think I've worked for a total of maybe an hour and a half. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break right now just because I might run the shop vac back up to the store and then come back and keep going with some writing work because I do want to get in 3 hours today. Let's go. All right, I'm back home. It is so freaking hot out there. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's about 3:45. I was going to take the dogs to the dog park this afternoon, but after Nahan, like, throwing up, I don't know if I should have him, like, out in the heat for that long and, like, running around and stuff. So I think we'll skip it for today and maybe we'll go later this week. I'm going to try to do another hour or so worth of work on this mess I've got going on over here. And then it'll be almost 5. And I think then I'll be ready to just sort of chill for the rest of the day. I've been working hard. I have been working hard. I'm proud of myself. One of the things I didn't want to have happen this week is just for me to end up like sitting around and not really doing anything all day. And I've been doing stuff. Like I spent a large portion of the morning doing all the cleaning and everything. I've been doing that. Like, I don't know. So I'm doing good. And I definitely am ready for a little bit of a break. But I do want to keep going on the writing stuff for a little while longer. I have a ton of notes just for this first chapter. Some of the stuff I'm taking notes on is like, think about this, or you need to change that, or research this thing to make sure it's accurate, or stuff like, make sure you add in these things, like that kind of stuff. And then other things are much more like actually solving the problem. Does that make sense? There's like a bet that 2 characters make with each other just like for fun in this first chapter. And it's not an immoral bet, but it's just a little seedy. And so one of my notes is like, make it a little less like of a jerk kind of bet to make with each other. So I haven't figured out like how to do that. I just have that as a note, like make them not jerks with this bet that they have going on. Other stuff, like I said, with figuring out what are the stakes here, that's a little more important, I think, to have figured out now. I'm changing some stuff about, I think it'll be good, at least, to change some stuff about what she does and why she's doing it. Like in terms of job and like dream, passion kind of projects things. So yeah, that's the current status. All right, I've made it through to chapter 15. Some of these chapters, I don't think there's any like major changes I need to make at this point, so there's like no notes for it. Other chapters have a lot more notes for them, so I'll keep going on this tomorrow, and whenever I finish this sort of like, it's not really a checklist of things to change, but it's things to change. I don't know. Whenever I'm finished with that, then I'm going to go back and actually start making changes. Which I'm a little nervous about, but it's fine. For now, it is going on 5. I forgot I have a YouTube video that is going live tomorrow morning, and I need to do the thumbnail and the description and all that stuff. So I'm going to do that here over the next little bit of time. It shouldn't take me too long, I don't think. I have another video for this coming Friday and need to finish editing and get that uploaded. I don't know if I'm going to work on that tonight. At some point then. I've already got a rough cut of that one done. So it just needs a little bit of polish and then it'll be ready to go. But anyway, I'm going to start working on the other stuff and then I'm going to take a break. So I'll be back in a little while. One of the things I planned for myself for this week was easy dinners. So I have a rotisserie chicken for tonight. I'm obviously not going to eat the whole thing. Tomorrow I will have more of this for lunch, but I wanted, like, I didn't want to be making meal. She's just pissy today. I didn't want to be making meals that took forever to clean up or to do dishes. Like, I'm not interested in doing that. I'm picking easy meals like this that are already made for me or that take really minimal effort. That's what we got going on for tonight. I got my chicken. I've got chips. I've got guacamole salsa, which is a little weird, but it's okay. Some water. I'm ready to go. I'm going to watch an episode of Bridgerton. We're doing great. All right. It is the end of the day. It's like 8 o'clock. I went for a walk with the dogs. I did watch an episode of Bridgerton, which was very good. And I need to do all the bedtime routine stuff. Doing the bunny medicine. Taking care of the dogs. I have not played Animal Crossing once today. I haven't even turned on the game. So I want to get all this stuff taken care of. get in bed, and play some Animal Crossing before I go to sleep. The goal for tomorrow is to be dropping off the dogs at their daycare by 8:30 in the morning. 8:30. Let's see how I do. Yeah, we got here just in time. Well, good morning. We are doing so good on time. I'm very proud of myself for getting up and getting ready. Got the dogs out the door around 8. We got, like you saw, to the Camp Bow Wow pretty quickly, and they were super excited to be there. They were like, Nahan was like pawing at the door to get in. It was really funny. We really like this place. It's a chain like across the US, so if you have a dog and you need somewhere for them to be during the day for whatever reason, highly recommend Camp Bow Wow. We really like them. At the moment, it is about 8:45, which is fantastic. I am hungry because I haven't really eaten anything aside from coffee and maybe 2 donuts, but I haven't had anything substantial, so I'm going to grab something to eat. I'm going to put my laundry from the washer into the dryer, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on writing work. This was the original plan for this week, to have myself in my chair by 9 o'clock in the morning so that I could work from 9 to noon. So that's the plan for today. Let's go. All right, so I'm getting my document pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and save it multiple times in multiple areas. I did that at some point yesterday, but I can't quite remember exactly when I saved it, so we're just going to start with that. That's a good start for the day. The reason the dogs are at Camp Bow Wow today is because I'm supposed to be getting the furniture today, which I'm really excited about. It's supposed to be here between 1 and 4. I didn't want them in the house when the furniture delivery guys were here because they would just be barking and just like a disaster. So I wanted them just out so that I didn't have to mess with them while I'm also having to deal with, delivery folks or whatever. Open up my yogurt, my breakfast. So the other plan I have for today is I would like to be able to put together the console table that I purchased. It just came unassembled, obviously, so I've got to assemble that. I think I can do that this afternoon, hopefully like while I'm waiting for the furniture guys to show up. I've got my little yogurt, and I'm going to go ahead and get started continuing the notes I was doing for each chapter. I was on chapter 15. I would love to be able to finish all this note-taking this morning, and then hopefully tomorrow be able to actually start doing the notes. We'll see. We'll see how far I can get. I'm not even halfway through the note taking, but it was going pretty quickly yesterday, so we'll see. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna take notes, and I'm gonna enjoy the peace and quiet that's in the house because there's no dogs. All right, I will check back in with you a little later. Okay, one of the things I love about Camp Bow Wow, this isn't sponsored. I feel like I'm pitching it to you. But anyway, one of the things I love about them is they have camper cams. So you can watch your dogs while they're at camp. Oh, isn't that awesome? Sorry, my phone fell asleep. Aren't they adorable? There's Jade right in the front there, and Nahan right there. So that's not distracting. But anyway, they're doing good. They enjoy being there now. Okay, back to work. Okay, it's been about an hour. I'm on chapter 23 of 36, 37, I forget. But yeah, it's going well. I'm trying to make sure, one of the other things I'm trying to make sure of is that events are set up properly. So there's one thing that happens in chapter 23 that really needs a little bit of setup in previous chapters so that it makes sense. So I'm adding in notes like that. There's a couple times where I'm like, is this situation like too convenient? and there needs to be some other way for things to happen. So I'm just making notes like that. It's going good though. I'm tired. I didn't sleep great last night. I woke up around like 1 or 2, and then after that I was just like dozing and half sleeping until my alarm went off at 6. So I'm a little tired, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to finish this today, like this note-taking stuff today, which would be fantastic. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. It is exactly 11 o'clock, and I have finished my notes. I'm very proud of myself. I got through all the rest of the chapters and the epilogue. I have a lot of notes. I think I'm gonna quit for today. The furniture is actually gonna be here a little early. They sent like tracking info and what time they think they're gonna be here. And so I have a few other things I kind of want to just clean up before they arrive. We'll see what this furniture looks like and how it looks in the space. Hopefully it won't be too large. Too late now, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna save this, let it sit, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back and I guess start working on changing stuff. Ugh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about just, I don't know. This whole process is just weird. But anyway, let's go ahead and get up some cleaning stuff done and get ready for this furniture delivery. Good thing I took my break when I did. I got a text just a few minutes ago saying that they were going to be here in about half an hour. So it's much earlier than the original delivery was scheduled for, which is totally fine. I just wanted to like vacuum in here because I'm pretty sure they're going to have to like bring the sofa in this way and then like back it into the other room. I don't know, but we'll see. As soon as they are here and leave, I think I'm going to eat lunch. I don't know. We'll see. They shouldn't be here for too awfully long. It's just 2 pieces. I'm excited. Hi. Good. How are you? All right, they're here. I'm so excited. They're really comfortable. They look good. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but they're a dark, not dark, but like a light gray color. And the pillows have a little bit of blue in them. And then the area rug I ordered that isn't here yet is gray and sort of cream and blue. So it'll all hopefully match really well. Woohoo! So it's almost 12:30 and I should eat lunch, but I'm way too excited. I'm kind of hungry, but not like hungry enough yet. So I think what I really want to do is put together that console table. I've had this in our guest room for the last like week, hiding it from my husband because I didn't want him to see it, obviously. So I have no idea what is going to be involved in putting this together. But I usually like putting together furniture. I find it fun. So hopefully this will come together without too much issue. Guess we'll find out. Looks pretty straightforward. Nothing I haven't seen before. So let's see. Ooh! That is a lot of little pieces. You know, they had plenty of room on this sheet of paper to make these drawings just like a little bit bigger so I could see a little more clearly. I have to stare at this for so long to be like, okay, am I sure this is where this goes? Ugh. Alright, there she is. Already. That went together pretty easily. It's nothing fancy. The light in here is terrible right now. I'm sorry. It's like a dark espresso brown. Yeah, I'm going to put it against this wall sometime later. Now that I'm finished with that, I don't even know what time it is, but I'm going to eat lunch now. I'm going to watch an episode of Bridgerton, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. But first, lunch. It's 2:30. That was the best episode yet, I will say. That was the best one yet. The tension and like conflict between all the characters just rose throughout the entire episode really well. This is the episode, I'm on the episode that ends with the, is it a spoiler? It's not really a spoiler. It ends with the duel. It was really well done. I'm still struggling with being like, that's an anachronism! What are they doing? They have, one of the opening scenes is like a ball or a party or whatever, and they're playing a Shostakovich piece. Shostakovich wasn't born until the 1900s, and so, like they're doing like the opera pieces from like La Boheme and stuff, which is cool. Great pieces. I love the Shostakovich piece that they play, but like it doesn't go. I'm trying to just be like, it's fantasy times. Fantasy England. We're good. But anyway, 2:30. What do I need to do? I think actually what I really need to do is finish editing the video that you would have seen on Friday. I don't think I have a whole lot more to do with it. I think I'm almost done. Maybe another hour of work on that. I'm gonna go work on that and maybe check my master to-do list, because I feel like there's just a lot I'm trying to get done in this 1 week, and also still have time to have fun. But I knew that the early part of this week was going to be like super busy with all of the living room stuff. There's a whole nother project I haven't even told you about yet that has nothing to do with the living room. It's another like house project thing though. That's a little less involved, but I do still want to get to it eventually. I played Animal Crossing for like 15 minutes before the furniture guys showed up. So I at least got to play for a little while. But let me go finish editing that video, and then we'll see kind of what time it is and whether I need to go pick up the dogs. Okay, my video is uploaded. It's finished. I finished editing it, exported it. It's uploaded, ready to go for this Friday. It's just about 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and head over and pick up the dogs. It's been a busy day, busy day.
Hey, did you have a good time? Nahan, did you have a good time today? Oh, you guys are gonna be tired and cranky. All right, let's go home.
So, the lighting is not great right now, but both of the dogs are completely exhausted. Jade, I've never seen. Jade, okay, listen, when you put food in the bowl for her, she attacks it like she hasn't eaten in 17 weeks, right? And I gave her her dinner. She came out of her bed. She ate like half of it, and then she went back to her bed. Nahan is back in my office. He wouldn't even come out to the kitchen when I was telling him it was dinner times. They are so wiped. And the UPS guy just came by to drop off some stuff, obviously. And usually they come like roaring out and they're barking and it's just like a mess. Neither of them moved a muscle, so I guess I'll have a quiet evening. I wanted to make sure to get them up for at least a little while before it's actually bedtime. Otherwise, they're going to be awake at like 3 in the morning or something ridiculous. So they finally deigned to come out and go potty. I'll keep them out here for a little while. They're just looking around. They're not even doing anything. They're so tired. The rest of the evening, I'm just going to play Animal Crossing, take it easy. I worked hard today, so it felt good to have a little bit of time to just chill. Tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. Definitely writing in the morning, but then after that, I'm not sure what exactly the afternoon will entail. Hi, buddy. Aww. He's such a good boy. But I'm gonna cut it off for today. I will see you tomorrow, bright and early.